Shed obviously playing the Weaver. I mean, how do you sort of see Weaver as a carry in this patch and at this moment in Dota? Is this a hero that can really... Well, what does it offer in the position 1?
I think he can be fine, yeah. He's super elusive, and when you're playing versus limited lockdown, he can just mess with stuff a lot, and he is playing versus some limited lockdown in a lot of games, but versus Bat, he has a lot of benefits from his teammates. Shad. There is a sentry up there. Shad actually might be getting caught top. I think he's dead.
With this flame break, they've got him. Good control here between Seb and Saxa. We saw Saxa just absolutely totally on it last game as the Tuscan here in round 2. He's ready to give it another bit of a showing. Bottom lane,
for his Arc Warden, who's also going to come contest him. And it'll spawn bottom. Boom, gets lucky.
Spawn between the two of them. Continues to remain pretty even mid. The only one really falling behind right now is down on this bottom lane, but these going to have free reign of the bounties here. He's able to pick up the two of them for himself.
Yeah, and Saxa gets the one room top, but Celery sends that little wild wing to kill the secondary one. Saxa making a move bottom. He wants to help mid one.
Yeah, it's got to help. Anytime they sort of start getting aggressive here, Toby and Aramis, they've got to have backup. Protect mid one. Make sure
the middle of the tower, but all's good. Thompson survives. And Saxa continuing to be active.
Radiant. See that bottom? Kind of going on to Nota, but Nota's got the stick charges with the living armor. They're turning on to Toby. They'll be able to get the kill onto him. Aramis is trying to finish it off, but he's got to run away from mid one. Damage between the two of them too much. Aramis trying to juke kill Toby with the raindrop. He felt that he could get the kill on Nota, but he couldn't. Indeed, that raindrop saves him at the same time. You know, going beyond this tier 1 tower and starting to poke his head into the jungle. He's just not leaving Boom any sort of space to back away. You know, Boom said, all right, you know, let me have some peace. I'll leave the lane. But he's just on top of him. And bottom lane, Silence comes out. They're able to turn onto Toby again. Or in for mid one. Bottom, no tail. Gone to Aramis, but mid one being a little cautious as Toby comes in with the TP. Notail actually doing so much damage alone to Aramis, nearly bringing him down. Toby will be able to stop Notail. Down with the crush, but back to Sif for Notail. Saxa's over with the snowball. They are going to start firing off the Mortimer's kisses. He's doing good damage. With that crush, they're kind of turning it around. They'll be able to get the 2 kills in response. Now for the Weaver.
Okay. I mean, when he's got, if he gets that at a decent time, like he can still look to get involved. And Silencer is very vulnerable. But bottom.
Again, making another move, stripping it onto the Slardar. Toby's trying to run the globals out. Toby pods the stick charges. They do manage to keep him alive, and now he's able to turn over towards Notail. And with a big ult coming out, they're able to blow it.
They're waiting on the high ground here too, Shad.
And Shad's coming in.
There's a sentry for him.
Foot with the time lapse. As soon as he's aware that their setup is out of them. Careful, 300 away from having the defusal. Lasso. Dragging him up onto the cliff. He's stuck, but the cookie save. Aramis able to get off the cliff. Keeps him safe still. He had to use the record to push them back. Is he going to cost him his life? He's still alive. Finally falls, but now with the Mortimer's kisses coming out, they're getting kills in response. They'll find Notail. Shad's trying to run down mid one. Mid one trying his best to juke away on the Weaver, but Seb and mid one, they're on top of Shad. Shad pods the stick, but he's too squishy. As Thompson, he's just cleaning up. Only Aramis is left. He's doing his best to run, but the Spark Race are being laid down. The silence kicks in. Seb diving and tanking the tower as they'll claim another kill, and with that, the team won. And this is certainly going to make things on the top lane. Shad, they're hunting him. Notail's got the setup with the Overgrowth sentry down straight away with the time lapse, but after it, they're ready, waiting with the global, so no further escape for Shad. That's that as they continue to just bully him out of the game, out of the lane every time that he comes back into it.
See what they can do top here, though. They have the defusal.
So they've got the kisses coming out to mid-one, dust out as well. Mid-one being surrounded, the silence does kick into Boom, but mid-one will fall. Able to use their resources to take down one, but on the side, the fight continues as Shad and Aramis find themselves the kill onto...
Maybe they get Seb.
They're going to get Seb as what they are.
That was nice. I like that little spot there he found for himself. But yeah, great wraparound for Viking. They set themselves up finally to get some type of return kills. But Toby, he's under a ward here. Toby, run. Oh no, Toby!
Oh, he's dead. He is very dead.
+2. How much int is this up this game?
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Now mid-one seeping over towards the mid. There's 7 stacks are on the lead. Boom's going to get jump lasso, dragged back into the two of them. As Boom taken out. And it's just the way that OG can make these moves. And we saw mid-one get pretty farmed on the Arc One last year. You know, Thompson's sort of, seen it as a challenge to try and outdo it.
Oh, the shards.
Boom Got the BKB ready to pop if he feels drained, and he's going to use it. No-Tail holds him back though through the BKB with the overgrowth. Global Silence comes out. Shad trying to commit onto No-Tail. Then we will get the kill, but now with the silence and the control, Shad's in trouble. Does still manage to get the time that's off in time, but he's going to fall so low.
Mid one.
Is he going to tick down to the curse? Then on top of mid one, Toby's managed to be able to finish with the silencer, but now Toby's alone as Topson and Saxa surround him. The Slardar will fall. Jump forward from Seb. He's got the lasso. He's managed to catch out Boom as Boom dragged back over. Can Viking do anything to save him? They cannot. Boom's out of the game for 7C. Finally popped the fortification. OG, they're not going anywhere. They're standing here on the high ground. Another curse out. Again with the bubble. Shad does manage to get in to get the double, but he's got very close to them. Time-lapse shoots to get out to the side. Sebik found the jump onto Aramis. Bringing him back. Global Silence is out. The BKB's there, but again the overgrowth straight away after the BKB. Pops down the SF. Shad's got to get out of there. Aramis is going to fall. As they just cannot fight OG. They don't have the heroes or the items. OG are just too far ahead. I think he was just farming the creeps. He was chilling.
He was just relaxed. He got caught off guard. G now.
Right.
I have to be careful for 30 seconds.
What Viking can do with this. Looking over towards Saxa in the trees. Dust comes out. Shad's been caught. BKB's there in time before the lasso. He's still locked in position. With the BKB up, there's no follow damage to kill off Shad. Bash there onto Saxa. They find the killer. Shad's continuing to chase for more. Mid one's able to force up to the high ground. Curse out two of them. Shad.
Nice
time lapse is out. Toby down a little too deep. Can they save him? They cannot. Mid one's got the damage to kill him off. Shad goes back in over towards Seb. Seb's too speedy though for Shad to stay on top of as he's away. Mid one's been left behind though in the mid lane. The Dust is out. Put the Global Silence, but Mid one, he cannot stand his ground against this damage. It's Viking GG. They killed the silencer. No-Tail's coming in with the TP. Seb jumps forward once again. Boom with a BKB Red Queen pushing No-Tail onto the side. They've got the vision as well. No-Tail falls. That's going to be a dead No-Tail for 45. Thompson's back in the game. Trying to kill. This time it's Viking getting out. Boom's able to TP out under the noses. Celery will be left behind. But Viking, I mean, they showed us. Vikings move next as Boom leading the way.
Under attack.
Got wars that, but I mean they see each other here. Both teams with the It's going to be Seb first to jump though straight up with the lasso, but Toby's in with the counterplay, comes in with the crush. Seb able to get the Yuke off in time. They're able to get Boom off the cliff. The cookie. Boom turns over towards Seb. Seb's going to go down. The living armor from Tail not enough to save him. Thompson's TPing out of here. They're trying to back away. Shad over to the side. He's cutting up the two of them. Boom gets the second kill. Shad's still alive. Has been cursed. It does mean that curse is going to last for quite some time, but so not enough to kill him. He picks up the demon edge. He gets out of there.
Big last moments, but Thompson has now arrived. The neutral item. Aramis is able to get, I think it was what, a fairy fire or something? Greater fairy fire it looked like.
Yeah,
very close to having very similar timings.
That's going in. See what he can do. No-Tail's in the trees already. Silence to take a poke at the side. Thompson going with the Tempest double. No-Tail with the overgrowth. They got the grab on the Slardar. Toby's out of the game, but he has got buyback. No-Tail slides to the side. He's able to live. BKB pop by Shad as Shad starts to back away. Boom with the BKB. Trying to commit with the ult, but straight away the Global Silence comes in, and now Boom. He's got nothing else to protect himself. Has just got the one charges. Thompson trying to chase this with the doubles. The Spark Race getting laid down. Boom and Celery, they got a juice. Seconds without Celery.
Ags on Aramis. Here he comes. He's throwing up in the SF.
He's straight in. Oh, it's going to work. Oh, but the snowball. The counter play is there, but it does allow him to kill off Thompson at once. It kills Thompson at once, and now with the stun on the turn, they can turn. It's Saxa. Thompson with his second life jumps straight to the side with the blink dagger. Now focusing his fire straight onto Boom. Boom trying to get the race out, but Boom goes down. Boom's going to be back in with the buyback. Thompson is chasing, jumping forward with the E-Blade Blink build on his double. He gets the kill. Boom, the only man left standing as he's forced back to the fountain. It was a beautiful attempt. It was a beautiful attempt. And it just wasn't enough. Thompson even killing off Boom inside of the fountain. Jad's trying to turn things. They are low. Has managed to time-lapse mid-one. Will go down. The E-Blade hit not there in time to stop the final right-click. And now with the second E-Blade, it looks like Shad will die for his efforts. And with all 5 dead, no buybacks, there should be room for OG to close this one up. As GG is called, and indeed, OG will take game 2. This time around with much more of a lead, but once again, Viking GG, you got to give them credit where